I'm Morgan Eastman with another edition of Coach's Corner, here with Nelsonville-York head coach Amanda Dalton. So just starting off, you're already third place this season, right where you were last season. What's different this year?
Well, this year we've had some more wins, I guess, as far as the win column goes. We were able to get past our rivals with Wellston, so I'm really kind of proud of where we're at. I wish we were kind of finishing up with our second place or even going after the TVC title, but third place I'm still happy with our season so far.
Absolutely. And you have a very old roster this year. You only have 2 underclassmen. Is that helping out, or is that?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is helpful. You know, we have a lot more experience. I've had some of my seniors now have actually played since their freshman year, and you really can't replace experience with anything. And I think that's a big difference from last year to this year, and it's why we were able to get past some teams that we wouldn't get past last year. So.
And aside from coaching, you're also a teacher, a fifth grade.
Fifth grade's math teacher this year. I was in science the last 4 years, and this year was my first year with math. A coworker and I decided that science was her passion and math was my passion, so really it was an easy switch.
Absolutely. What are the similarities or differences with teaching fifth graders and coaching high school girls?
You know, you still have, you're dealing with a lot of people in the community, and you still want to be a good influence on them. And my goal with coaching, and the reason why I got into coaching, is to teach and influence children at all levels. And I find myself saying the same things to my fifth graders that I do to my high schoolers, when that's, being good people, making sure they thank their parents, making sure they do little things right, and treat each other respectfully. And teaching is a lot about that, and coaching is the same way. And I find similarities in both.
Okay. Now, you also at school have started a 5:15 in the morning fitness group.
Yeah, fitness has always been something I've been passionate about, like proper nutrition and getting exercise every day. I wrote my master's thesis on factors that affect the health of middle school students. So it's always been something I've been passionate about. And so I started this workout group at 5:15. We do a group, it's called Nike Training Club. And it's composed of like 12 people total. Sometimes we have 5 of us, sometimes there's 6 of us, sometimes there's 3 of us. And but for the most part, there's about 7 to 8 people in the morning. A lot of teachers come and different community members. And we do this workout with music in the background, and at the end we always talk about like nutrition or something inspiring, and I try to text all of them inspiring things throughout the day to keep on the healthy path. And it's just something that's always been a passion of mine, and it's awesome because we all share that same quality, and with that we can be good role models for our students, so it's good, it's all good.
Absolutely. Working out is never a thing for me, so that's good. But now, you said that you're really close to your grandparents.
Yeah, if I had to pick anybody who's inspired me at all, it would be my grandparents and my parents too. But my grandparents, my grandpa started businesses and throughout our town, and since he was younger, he didn't have a lot of money to begin with, and I remember hearing stories about he and Grandma going around collecting cable bills and doing, and him building a movie theater, building a drive-in theater out of scraps and things that he would collect around town. And he just doesn't stop. My grandpa doesn't stop working, and every night, and he's 83, I think he's 83 years old now, and every night he's up until 11 o'clock closing out the movies 10, and he believes in hard work, and he believes in being honest and being good people. And if anybody in my life ever inspired me, it'd be those 2 people.
So you brought a guest with us.
Yeah, my twin sister Becky is probably one of the most important people to me as far as coaching goes and just life goes. And she and her boyfriend both do my stats for the game, and she's just as much as part of the coaching staff as my assistants. And she's a big part of my life, and I felt like when you interview me, want to talk about getting to know me, I felt like it was important to bring her along, and she really wanted to. So.
Now, what do you think of Amanda coaching?
It's a good thing for her. I think she's learned a lot about who she was and who she is, and she's developed into a strong-willed, an inspirational person to the students and to her players. I think it's taxing. I think it has its ups and downs, and I've seen her in her ups and downs, but I think it's a good thing for her. So.
Absolutely. I remember now one time I went for an Athens-Nelsonville-York game, and this is my first time. I was doing my interview afterwards, and I was real nervous. And so I'm doing an interview, and we're about 2 minutes in, and then I see you walk out, and all of the reporters that are with us just turn, and we're like, hold on a second. You weren't wearing the same thing that time.
I was not.
But it was actually you doing the interview, so you got me good.
Yeah, I'm more the jokester of the two. I just like to, and they get us confused. I mean, people get us confused a lot. So I just learned to roll with it. And
sometimes she does do interviews, like she's me, and coaches or people that are the media don't really know the difference. So she kind of rolls with it and actually helps me out a little bit.
So you talk about this big family, and I know you've gone to some games and done some work after. So is your family as a whole go to the games a lot?
Well, my mom and dad usually go to the games to watch watch me coach, and to kind of be my support. And so yeah, they go. My grandparents really have to stay back and help with the theater and do things. But it is nice having my sister and her boyfriend and then other family there too.
Well, that concludes this edition of Coach's Corner. Be sure to tune back into the website for more recaps and more Coach's Corner. For Hardwood Heroes, I'm Morgan Eastman.